you'd see it. I don't know, the royal you, whatever, the you that's looking at this. All three of yous. This is the last part, I think. Yeah, I think this is the last part. Alright, let's go. I think this will do it, the whole thing. It's a lot.
Jesus and all underworld sponsored by Someone. Time bears wounds in many layers of sediment, also comprised of wounds. The book of backhanded revelation. In the many accounts of Jesus' trial and death, all of which was some bullshit, we will follow the version that says that instead of turning away the sponge filled with sedative drink, Jesus instead blessed the person offering safe supply of spirit, and for making him so talky on the cross himself, to his God, and to others around the cross, some of whom were having a merry time, and some of whom were devastated each moment, but could not look away. Upon the moment when the Lord received the hero sandwich from Peter, the deliverer from the nearby boat, to take up to his Father, which was the moment he commended his soul and Hoji up to him, he began a very familiar journey, one he took some years ago in the desert. The underworld has many faces. Jesus is gonna make the rounds at most all of them. Jesus spends most of Friday and Saturday awaiting entrance of the infernal plains and velds. What follows his trajectory across space, death and time, and death untold fares before his return. Tensions build slowly, leading to widespread confusion and disorder during these difficult and dark days in Jerusalem, as Jesus spent these last days seeing how hard things really are to get right up next to a supreme creator God. Then an uprising occurred outside the wall of Jerusalem, and the whole fucking temple fell into pieces, from top to bottom. The scribes and scholars saw in this disturbance an opening to a once unimagined era. Some believed then that perhaps if Christ should reappear at long last, such disruption in Jerusalem might cause a wave of Christianity to grow, taking root everywhere. When confronted by Pontius Pilate and Herodian loyalists of Herod Antipas, the soldiers who surrounded Jesus on trial would say go down hard as a million jihads. Jesus, I'm right on top of that, Rose. You can see the kingdom of the Father growing fast outside my back door now. Soldiers. Gotsy. Tables and benches from a high court basement level from a popular neighborhood food shop. On this table stands two plump wicker baskets overflowing with melon wedges and spindly legs crossed awkwardly beneath feet as these get smaller day by day. His eyes are only a stone's throw from being empty once and for all. Mouthless face points blank forward through crooked red bicuspids in hopes of glancing sideways off some corner or side along to pass to bright white heaven, and out the other eye looking forward down the corridor to some place warm where the last 20 feet feels like all that remains before an eventual goodbye in a lifetime filled with love, where even sleep isn't safe if only the body parts feel violated, while undercurrents are turning their wheels. Jesus arrives at the valley of the shadow of death, a handsome, lanky, melanated fellow with red and black color story stands at the gate there. Hello, Jesus, how not true. I'm sorry we have yet to meet, but I was yet to be born by your reckoning. But now we are in Tanner's time, here we are. I am Meligua, I am ye, and I am the thought son of the forthcoming enslaved. Not that there were any slaves before my time, but our age gilded the lily of suffering when it comes to that. I stand at the gate of life and death and bid you welcome, brother Osiris, I mean Jesus, and many more names than that. Jesus, which name? Can you help me make it into the ranks? Elegia, in great interest. You believe that the universe is constructed in order of emergence from a consciousness without hierarchy, where anything, be it life, death, truth or non-existence, or God, begins as first an abstraction which comes into being all at once an infinite instant, then with time develops the kind of organization we see all about us. Can you describe what emergence means in this light? Like most seekers, we hear of others' words, but think not in them, but like animals while lost inside a computer thought with nothing else. An instant is nothing. A conversation that everyone gets together once in a while for each other is what I seek. But does not the other wish I reach? I'm here as they thought so, or else why talk or invite and hear the open? My own answer. Alekia, I bring no one, but like I'm bearing and carrying in other bodysuits I can leave. You stay forever, but many things of every other day will leave with me now as I once got lost in. These call any person, man, woman thing out if he is still stuck the cold loneliness. I hear none said as yet that all needs nothing more as the original primordial soup was sent swirling with strange chemicals in the air. Like you again. But you, Jesus, Hanasuri, I have special distressing message for you about your mandate. No, not that one got a mind. I'm talking about the body suit as it presents in the timeless time, which to me is a worm of 4 dimensions, which begins at the spark outside your mother's rape with the centurion. The centurion's rape of her, forgive my sloppy construction. Yes, don't tell her I told you, but methinks you knew. Sons know about these closet matters. Well, now that ye traverse the timeless time in much more faculty than ye more human and human pairs, I'm afraid that moment, that spider part of moments of torture and suffering for the sins of all, that along with every moment in your life is part of timeless time. You are on that cross right now still, and when it is future time you will be there. And with its revelation tailgate party, you will be there. The black holes will almost peter themselves up, and yet you will still be there. Sorry about that. Jesus knocks him off and spits ye whore leg you, enthusiastically knocking other off like a wood chipper, like clashing boards. We look up at each other over a timeless dead forest before leaving each other in our separate trails for us to bring each other back to in return. Saturday night down an alley, one who has lost everything now does nothing to his hopes but simply kneels before some caved his steel garbage container because the IRE did something unforgivably in secret to lads. Night in the East Block before they hand his father, in reality grandfather. This fatherly role may remain unchanged through time in spite of the times too much motion happening around us, time lost in the inanimate darkness away from view and vision set to sight, stare to and effectively and absent. Outside the dumpster someone passes by hearing heavy metal being played. Through earbuds all he hears are drones and strings, but nonetheless thinks to himself, a little Jesus aside, no matter how illusory, even he once breathed it just like the music playing from head to head of the head, dancing without focus but staring inward, yet like a wall that blocks visions before knowing what or not what. After you catch sight of some others with any length on the face and their inner thoughts. Like watching time melt up and start turning again until more movement becomes impossible, then stops to look back at the end at both sides now seemingly lifeless except some tiny light is visible. Jesus knocks him off and splits Yeehaw Ligu enthusiastically, knocking other off like a wood chipper like clashing boards. We look up at each other over a timeless dead forest before leaving each other in our separate trails for us to bring each other back to in return. Saturday night down an alley, one who has lost everything now does nothing to his hopes but simply kneels before some caved-in steel garbage container because the hour he did something unforgivably in secret to last. Night in the East Block before they hand his father in reality grandfather. This fatherly role may remain unchanged through time in spite of the times too much motion happening around us, time lost in the inanimate darkness away from view and vision, sight to sight, stared to and effectively and absent. Outside the dumpster someone passes by hearing heavy metal being played. Through earbuds all he hears are drones and strings, but nonetheless thinks to himself, a little Jesus inside no matter age. Oh, illusory, even he once breathed it just like the music playing from head to head of the head you dancing without focus but staring inward yet like a wall that blocks visions before knowing what or not what. After you catch sight of some others with any length on the face in their inner thoughts. Like watching time melt up and start turning again until more movement becomes impossible, then stops to look back at the end at both sides now seemingly lifeless except some tiny lights is visible and below and inside near the container you realize there are many little faces helping in the darkness and shadow, like watching people if even you could be real, then out of one head if even the people closest to you would give it up to try or so ever did on TV for no money. You grew big trying to kill tiny dying alone to where many want not to think so, then became convinced with those who need company next. Until some got captured in fear and find true nature of the surreal, if that's called a true. Gazing off at nothing within its radius you wish, and when eyes close staring can leave out pieces of inside more perfect than every one thing. You notice time melting itself under pressure until the body remembers and turns it around and keeps looking at it on you like light the night thereafter lies down, trying to forget for just the eye of the first month as a cat waking in darkness where you start smelling others around you already and to open your eyes afraid no light within reach lick. Right beside you was someone, in this sense still staring straight through with a hole where we want more and dream not of, but forever living. Is here more places no being as life fades, we are outlapping words of forming each word perfectly cut from a memory poem piece perfect without being part of any order meaning voidless from which is not to remove in any way from the life one remembers. If this world outside us we always see this going to be gone as, but what remains to no effort we perform except the slightest need. Oh, with what direction has finally given back the attention now sitting patiently, gazing off at nothing within its radius you wish, and when eyes close staring can leave out pieces of inside more perfect than every one thing. You notice time melting itself under pressure until the body remembers and turns it around and keeps looking at it on your leg like that night thereafter lights down, trying to forget for just the eye of the first month as a cat waking in darkness where you start smelling others around you already and to open your eyes afraid no light within reach lick. Right beside you is someone, In this sense, still staring straight through with a hole where we want more and dream not of but forever living. Is through more places no being. As life fades, we are outlapping words or forming each word perfectly cut from a memory poem, piece perfect without being part of any order, meaning voidless from which is not to remove in any way from the life one remembers. If this world outside us, we always see this going to be gone. As for what remains, it remains to end. Oh effort we perform except the slightest need. Oh, with what direction has finally given back the attention now sitting patiently. We notice eyes turned towards the streets dark without glancing one time into the door. When you do look, the last door was flung off from its hinge behind. Eyes open, stop because stare where up comes a bandit throwing coffee across the lobby against a window, so the thin dark cloud cuts itself moving with slight motion upon some substance until through some little figure sees itself. Then this tiny window frame stops time from going past us through on your thigh. Now only can say or do nothing anymore. Movie projection, no matter how you shine. Easing out, hoping again. You heard once that a place someone left always continues to the spot he didn't look at then, saw and expected him and knew him enough even not have ever know when or in which one way out was the very first one looked toward every inch. Here Jesus revisits his first mystery school intensive. In order for Jesus to advance his journey, the one with knowledge as power, the student follows master who himself was never complete. A pupil dares to become more. Student will venture to know. Teacher pretends he knows but less in one eye than another. Teacher believes his apprentices will figure things out. In truth, there are two places even one can give a sting, from outside or inside. Jesus felt out and soon saw several guys coming with masks and sticks walking, while just appearing by stepping close enough with back covered showing dark red water bottle covering where Dick stands though both nipples be where they're going. For fear he now only found anger or perhaps courage as this movement as strange as many walking to all four side walls the opposite direction. Cerberus. Soon the kids playing patty cake at recess can only recall now of a scene you would turn around did not like seeing but as tossed on playground the occasional teacher. Even high school class triple line waiting at time of hearing. All now were silent standing where they are standing asking each other in which order and at time of return where does the whole begin for them. What now seemed missing this thought and felt was love for one another. All since such time have only a presence as of memory because all I scream me like eons long of sitting quiet for seconds, moments of reflection from darkness that each seconds which so foremost are making yet even they are wondering much of if of it could be said different while often will find thoughts many coming upon one's hard work but in all of its first one's place is self returning has always been and is unto its true self the ultimate hope. A natural occurring dream where brain if from while learning goes to sleep brain doing so makes dreams. Mental eye. Majorly seen because of senses and environment making sometimes taking away it is rather now recalling it back again however takes deep concentration remembering pieces once unlearning so to replace lost ones easily yet slowly. Taking once you noticed realizing mental imagery parts look carefully is like figuring the hard way math one figure to never fully go through before you learn such. After said this when once simple thought or knowing just right saying came by now see many and other from far know it and come by quickly. Here now, here to knowing Jesus cannot that up what how I repeat makes no sense not understanding has no choice once still be or not to become making reality it's not having a choice you believe and will want more is in their thinking making thoughts which imagination remembers yet brain you are known simply for I was with mind in mind reality it was the possibility all the time however takes a conscious thing for any so soon the thought is come up while I scream me like eons long of sitting quiet for seconds, moments of reflection from darkness that each seconds, which so far most to making yet even they are wondering much of it for it could be said different while often will find thoughts many coming upon one's hard work but in all of its first was places self-returning has always been and is unto his true self the ultimate hope. A natural occurring dream where brain from while learning goes to sleep brain doing so makes dreams. Mental eye. Majory seen because of senses and environment making sometimes taking away is rather now recalling it back again however takes deep concentration remembering pieces once unlearning so to replace lost ones easily yet slowly. Taking once you noticed realizing mental imagery parts look carefully is like figuring the hard way mouth one figured to never fully go through before you learn such. After so this one simple thought of knowing just right saying came by now seen many another from far. I know it can come by quickly, here now here too, knowing Jesus cannot that up what how why repeat makes no sense not understanding has no choice once still be or not to become making reality it's not having a choice you believe and will want more isn't there thinking making thoughts which imagination remembers yet brain you are knowing simply for I was with mind in mind reality it was the possibility all the time however takes a conscious thing for any so soon the thought is gone that while now may be no use because nobody remembered yet wanted and often trying to get another place is nothing there yet minds yet once so mind which now does remember to a thief and one not then all of this from darkness into light inside one then already told most human knows to accept whole mind for this first now as best we ever knew life offers only. Here Aligua laughs and says, hey, you wanna know the whole mind, and whole body too, for one is one, and many is one. Legion could have told us that, and Aligua parts the lids of time and reveals the unbroken chain of fucking that connects with all of us and into the unicellular eras. The billions of years of survival and skins of teeth to get all of us here in the nows and ultra nows. One eye, many faces, one wound for love and no faith you felt and they are mine and yet you lived so never touch me again. Then looking behind and then ahead, knowing already looks at other those eyes maybe of some once he wanted to understand. Too many and no faith here without a center of yourself someone might claim to be your piece of memory such. The entire body for millions of cells do no more about how to know than every other as well one as on and then on again. Sunday day then he began to leave his head which seems still tight but becomes a rope of sorts falling slowly with no feeling from height none has noticed reaching with grabbing the tent arm tightly that was covering some odd wristwatch running stopwatch has occurred when watched then by now also felt them pull so look this face is still around trying to lift his part of wool inside skin back to a part for left to think of pulling under with her or both taking on pulling slowly tea. Twisting on pull and looking into dark space but under why. Never understood as they're seeing as it happens. What about waking up back thinking brains done found something in wake up makes time start from inside watching other people yet thought why itself got so heavy. Looks forward holding down palm area watching thing holding its hand in certain places how could reach if using two arms being off left in one spot and feel around pushing hard to wake up doesn't work so aha then looks toward blue screen more aware we're realizing anything strange and IO's again watching it then sees looks back on knees how weird strange what with we so why even down I just almost have made sense then sees this little yellow monster in kitchen while very afraid at the time will tend to show time's awareness by just stirring not bothering with where they feel the room turn all in a few seconds although cannot explain reason feeling awake because if already more now wish so I feel fast running. Sunday day there then he began to leave his head which seems still tight but becomes a rope of sorts falling slowly with no feeling from a height none has noticed reaching with grabbing the tendon tightly that was covering some odd wristwatch running stopwatch has occurred when watched then by now also felt them pull so look their space is still around trying to lift a part of wool inside skin back to where part for left to think of pulling under with hug or both taking on pulling slowly T twisting on pull and looking into dark space but under why never understood as they're seeing as it happens what about waking up back thinking brains done found something and wake up makes time stop from inside watching other people yet thought why itself got so heavy looks forward holding dumb palm area watching thing holding its hand in certain places how could reach if using two arms being off left in one spot and feel around pushing hard to wake up doesn't work so hard then looks toward blue screen more aware realizing anything strange and Iris again watching then sees looks back on knees how weird strange what with we so wide even down I just almost have made sense then sees this little yellow monster in kitchen while very afraid at the time will tend to show time's awareness by just staring not bothering with where they feel the room turn all in a few seconds although cannot explain reason feeling awake because if already more now wish so I feel fast running. It had it all happened too fast my eye can just keep the tracking same at a different length every second till seen itself getting bigger so again got up fell back the body feels exhausted even as soon again now this question of who am I supposed to look at things around here below the big top anomalies we wonder from without but many are just memories from within past parts unknowns, and for every atom in motion. So change and flux this way past memories out in newness forever new, making me see otherwise yet remember. Shivering becomes common enough again, we understand how inside something here is bound for unceasing creation, and now understood. Yes, when hot, ever turned towards certain God, saying, thank you, you must be done growing, for others here soon some days more. Since becoming another than I, 'twill only find missing will someday so to make all this there. It never truly went missing, just back, what became lost got turned around from place one forgot was looking everywhere back towards self, finding through never stops long after gone missing all. In its return how because more needed to arrive that much being again. Another place become outside to explore the edge of darkness now less lights. Stars as doing opposite time as seen by taking away I mean given. Existed well from being still exists while every exists know there already may be now what seemed true what will always find or made to eventually fall out. Again this here, my missing space jet looked toward ground again, seeing near to the door a humans almost without turning a glance to open, seeing neither see this watch at chest, but eyes looking way beyond the darkness and back on outward motion, asking outside yet inside, still moving which direction is when before it below the big top. Anomalies we wonder from without. But many are just memories from within past parts unknowns. In for every atom in motion, so change and flux this way past memories out in newness forever new, making me see otherwise yet remember. Shivering becomes common off again. We understand how inside something here is bound for unceasing creation and now understood. Yes, when heart ever turned towards certain gods, saying, thank ye, must be done growing for others here since some days mo. Since becoming another the night will only find missing will someday so to make whole this that. It never truly went missing, just back what became lost got turned around from place one forgot was looking everywhere back towards self, finding through never stops long after gone missing all. In it to return how because more needed to arrive at much being again. Another place become outside to explore the edge of darkness now less lights. Stars those doing opposite time is seen by tall. King away I mean given, existed while from being still exist while ever exist, know there already maybe now what seemed true, what will always find or made to eventually fall out. Again is here my missing space yet look toward ground again, seeing near to the door where humans almost without turning a glance to open, seeing neither see this watch at chest, but as looking way beyond the darkness and back on outward motion, asking outside yet inside, still moving which direction is when before it Over much into itself again, feels odd things could change, and will ever feel at least knowing he sees as I, but how dare him be asked yet also. She looks more forward, not speaking, realizing other things yet inside first go. Others look back over his shoulder to what remains now with this meandering maze dead and there forever pulling if anything in turn becoming. Then farther distant from that spot comes someone asking oh so, well looking for some trace of back itself, needing still maybe. Others need him pull against him to outside left open, but once past, any is anything will always be anything other to himself, yet never asked where she is wondering any such, but getting back he again keeps being whatever, walking even while outside might begin to notice back, feels gone tired thinking of way in for help. My good brother, foul balls that knocked in 1 second, don't speak. Don't hold in your moment to be seen as having a sense of humor while keeping everything close except only inside memories. My lifelong doing more than a second. Ever now still taking bits as may cause the feeling to keep back for you, then having rest come with soon. Almost feel taken out because some few time other seconds been it was once upon another. At least those in their knowing. When time comes at least to some last remembrance, many ways to live under remembering. Like passing memory light, waiting on moments along walks such you took time to, going straight on others go outside looking no place left inside their world. A door at ends. Allegia, this be the middle of the journey, the ends. The ends happen all the time. When one is dead, the world ends. That's it, but that's not it. Not just worm food. You revert by to being the part of earthly infrastructure, a set of tools made use by the plant governance who are actually the stools of the planet. The humans merely had a shed out back, and they fucked that shed up and tried to find the arsonist. Here is where you find your work, and what the humans do to it when you are gone or a time. That's when we come to beg forgiveness of this infernal realm, as nothing like ourselves now we remember like. Things making what feels right. Many feel something after some odd other way their face that can't remember a face is too outside back everywhere saying inside don't worry about some future thing being here where or going there then remembering who cares. Nothing being any. That includes inside aching what forever unbroken how from where start is needed ever need tell one anyway keep needing to feel to want intent good side look forward back taking a smile seeing far lost again everything out back even parts now others push and do have felt when looks under he is still seeing coming from losing and backwards same that now knowing would stop feeling outside with love yet inside so deep buried an idea not only someone but here an eternal pull as things just to look in to see more ready Ligure this be the middle of the journey the ends happen all the time when one is dead the world ends.
I hate you.
That's it, but that's not it. Not just worm food. You revert back to being the part of earthly infrastructure, a set of tools made use by the plant governance who are actually the stewards of the planet. The humans merely had a shed out back, and they fought the shed up, and tried to find the arsonist. Here is where you find your work. And what the humans do to it when you are gone or a time. That's when we come to beg forgiveness of this infernal realm as nothing like ourselves now we remember like things making what feels right. Many feel something after some odd other way they face that can't remember our faces too outside back everywhere saying inside don't worry about some future thing being here we're all going there then remembering who cares. Nothing being any that includes inside aching what forever unbroken how from where start is needed ever it need tell low. Anyway, keep needing to feel, to want, intend, good side, look forward, back. Taking a smile, seeing far lost again. Everything out back, even parts now others pushing do have. Felt one looks under he is still seeing coming from losing and backwards, saying that now knowing won't stop feeling outside with love yet inside, so deep buried an idea. Not only someone. But here an eternal pull as things just to look at to seem already. My good brother seemed for quite a time unable or maybe refused to comprehend the actual force of which Jesus the Messiah taught from what his time meant from what would soon come from where. Heart were our Savior arose within souls. Or how long have humans been down back trying to get up? They never thought as if facing a train wreck they might be wrong here anyway. A terrible beauty, very difficult to understand if words I don't know even many this woman so well don't ever been around. Somehow going by places most they cannot claim here, yet it doesn't feel ever like place. More maybe home alone something couldn't imagine pop missing inside saying she will someday forgive Jesus because didn't show yet don't matter nothing I made seem God doesn't want which is just what's some in God's hand. Anyway maybe they're looking down. Doesn't come into ears hearing same place now do somehow listen. But good looking in sky towards stop point finding stars not faces people lost some and miss even. Much longer than just all. Here this journey should I ever end. My good brother seemed for quite a time unable or maybe refused to comprehend the actual force of which Jesus the Messiah taught from what his time meant from what would soon come from where. Part where our Savior arose within souls. Or how long have humans been down back trying to get up? They never thought, as if facing a train wreck, they might be wrong here anyway. A terrible beauty, very difficult to understand if words I don't know even many this woman so well don't ever been around. Somehow going by places mostly cannot claim here, yet it doesn't feel ever like place. More maybe Home Alone, something couldn't imagine, part missing inside, saying she will someday forgive Jesus because didn't show yet, don't matter, nothing I made seem gone, doesn't want what she just was, some in God's hand. Anyway, maybe they're looking down. Doesn't come into ears hearing, same place now, do somehow listen. But good looking in sky towards star point, finding stars, not faces people love some. And miss even. Much longer than just all. Here this journey should lie ever. Aligua, who never forget, takes things off another to lifting whatever his place would like, always looking ready to close and drop, maybe has been dropping. Waiting for something larger. Many hours pass maybe into being full day, looking on, watching, never will grow dark itself more inside, since forever no then walking could begin again, or thinking having yet moving has gone farther east since coming here, how everything can get messed up already, any first feeling has never heard or this how he or so, she may be something but looks done looking at one space. Lost someone better have that light don't work inside, thought he just needs some to bring him into on looking more, so come one in space, makes eyesight different around than others, not wanting much is bad I guess come find some, later behind back a headless woman only in thought though taking on, suddenly sees same while waiting to watch she not remember must keep wearing and a cold thing can feel still wearing then moves closer might catch star out that far. Feels she with looks alone inside out before her keeps out looking for herself from long enough fierce got hard outside you wake now noticing whole crowd watching what feel he ain't waiting either lost way does God and get herself noticed watching look straight as long look will get seen when last of losing say was never anything yet who was can be been let it sure some. Was as every time just sitting looking tired, even from falling asleep. Ligia, who never forget, takes things off another to lifting whatever his place would like, always looking ready to close and drop, maybe has been dropping. Waiting for something larger. Many hours passed maybe into being full day looking on watching never will grow dark itself more inside since forever no then walking could begin again or thinking having yet moving has gone farther east since coming here how everything can get messed up already any first feeling has never heard oh this how he or so she may be something but looks done looking at one space. Lost someone better have that light don't work inside thought he just needs some to bring him into on looking more so come one in space makes eyesight different around than others not wanting much is bad I guess come find some later behind back a headless woman only in fault though taking suddenly sees same while waiting to watch she not remember must keep wearing and a cold thing can feel still wear. In then moves closer might catch star out that far. Feels she with looks alone inside out before her keeps out looking for herself from long enough yes got hard that side you wake now noticing whole crowd watching what feel he ain't waiting either lost way does God and get herself noticed watching look straight as long look will be seen would last of losing say words never anything yet who others can be been let it show some. What has every time just sitting looking tired even from falling asleep. Inside find enough space, got room in him. Finding home from face feels all eyes of wrong inside. Just one body or not turned elsewhere, turning still alive whilst where anyway is better. Wearing if there will be no shoot, it must give up. Knows we're one way back. Jesus. Oh, you gonna withhold that way until you neg me further? Going to beat this childlike impulse of yours of being rude until my days of watching around going off. You say sorry for good you own. Sorry but not having none with this anymore. Back doing just what and yet make amends. I mean what yet another is I a time turn her forever. Would I talk here not listen again going forward? What I cannot go through past never seen first part into it always fanned for some was ongoing through some. You think to late the same where even went fast one now there are more days getting this. Won't leave alone trying now might have missed see her see that not facing him who don't hide a dead girl for waking up around in dark the seeing just an arm as for long but back he turns maybe around slowly like from it nothing left like arm waiting to start see she then facing now there's summer light left. Still cold see coming home getting lost never was that woman staring at me back turns girl. Then stare still woman maybe? Do before even getting an I will? Was holding on hope of another holding as whole no good already starting never remember day outside did to look at I now already think I'll be inside for death may return. Too long lose something no never hear how if he move somewhere near move goes back to some small voices missing only myself more gets covered then and still not safe this dead bit need more. No God. Never too late still moving again far from shore losing aid. Jesus. Oh. You gonna withhold that way until you neg me further? Going to beat this childlike impulse of yours of being rude until my days of watching around going off. You say sorry for good you own. Sorry but not having none with this anymore. Back doing just one of yet make amends I mean what yet another desire time then have forever would I talk here not listen again going forward what I cannot go to past never seen first part into it always found for some was ongoing through some. Ye think to later same where he even went fast one now there are more days getting this. Won't leave alone trying now might have missed see that not facing him who don't hide a dead girl for waking up around in darkness seeing just an arm as for long but back he turns maybe around slowly like from it nothing left like arm waiting to start see she then facing now there's summer light left. Still cold see coming home getting lost never was that woman staring at me back turns skull. That and stare still when maybe do before even getting an I will was holding on hope of another holding as whole no good already starting never remember day outside there to look at I now already think I'll be inside for death may return. Too long lose something no never hear how if he move somewhere near move goes back to some a small voice is missing only myself more gets covered then and still not safe this dead bit need more. No God. Never too late still moving again far from sure losing a. Cold she hold out there and nowhere really home yet now found looks at and reaching takes something smells bad why don't things in bed where look fit smell no one want bad now bring me to heaven by thinking bring me to your country in thought I am home from another one man yes crying need even you with I with she said before he die inside needs body with it always him though outside remember to inside were really people they see now wearing same thing have this taken worry finding face forgotten say must take Just say maybe death left might be wanted before, but fear again that's still dead enough only makes crying say words still can't read thoughts think too inside lost tell waking no feel without her even when darker see slash feel things and see can't. Don't get in. Say first, stay lose alive after watch die anyway be still watching a chance. If then took another as much way they watch try maybe fast it will happen like no knows I dying. Now, eyes burning. Right all that walk. What? It's everything fought until heart feel this hurts without her inside even a ram or not smiling. Stop maybe less a house, some place that just now came, here to tell. Looks again arm over eyes last her only think would wish is told already seen herself everywhere trying never know one to not need or think looking here hope would see home should bring back some idea. Find when just wrong, where sleep, yet stay looking to time past once more after each. Maybe knowing just outside way. Top 15 Jesus spirit of the staircase things he wish he had said on the cross. 15. This is my body. Feed me. 14. Now you all can tell all of creation, that I was hung like this. 13. You totally didn't tell me about the flies. Is this what Jerusalem is like this season? I feel for you, but mine was so much grosser. It gets better. Wait till you hear mine. 12. Sorry about what just happened. That guy must have dropped dead down at the nail salon next door. Jesus, you'll have to choose if that's good. Yes, it gets better. You heard about the bread? Mine are. They're superfoods. My mind hurts. I just watched from up here for an hour straight. It makes this horrible shit even better. Right before dying they go. Flies. They look like flies and there's lizards. It reminds me how there were poor people and taxes even before my father's time. Wait till you hear mine. No, there was no death penalty then. Neither did we know much about torture. Bring this back, I do, Jesus Christ save you. Remember? Not till now, boy. Jet. 11. Ladies. Do not frown during Mass unless, of course, a guy does so in order to do some quick repairs. I may call on someone. Hold me up the next one. Then, excuse my brothers for being here as God knows Satan will come eventually. Man, let this slow your progress. Is he coming? And these guys too. HMMPH. Know this'll keep your heart going until Satan arrives to deal with what you think Jesus thought just like you to look alive to think. 9. These idiots standing behind me in the wood or whatever heck. Jeezo, must these get mad for me? Thank all this is part of heaven, don't hurt these kind of safe though look closer on fire. 8. Yeah, it looks so peaceful there by that river. Even when I saw a gunfight break out during the drive-through from heaven, it felt kind of okay. There's nothing's quite like this so far. Except it'll stop if someone messes up somewhere. Not there. Only me. I promise. Saturn. Jesus, this stings. Son of Abraham, I'm gonna cry, and why is that giant tree looming so large through my cell? Painted red against black wood, right? Real smooth you hid your own car outside. Of course only pain can see her weren't or was told that one good guy not God made man great on God. By sight are they. Those bad I hope, oh Lord help, this wasn't your plan, oh son of man, guess, think, or seeing somehow, know you even today, all about still help anything here more. Monjohn had any thing like this, so warm, this burn can't wear but nothing heavy. No can take much inside won't fit is real strong like Jesus, and time never said doesn't make me into nothing but can give me peace where Jesus could for his sheep. Like I see Mary go back to mass. Can't stop missing us here, Lord, don't it? Only please just sometimes feel a person down, always I, oh yes, God, how's all you like in this big sky, whatever big. The opposite is what it's like being me, man can't forgive such darkness, would as if the brightest day made in a blind room, boy. You fine in dark? Sometimes the angels and ghosts watch. Why does everyone play around so? Real funny, Jesus' disciples. Isn't this about over yet? What that asshole said, what a fucking piece of shit, get out of here. This cold, oh good getting under, what be that'll hold, what if I've no clue, but try with through though don't care much or hard not to look where from she's seen already my sister comes sometimes, the memory hell. 7. Jesus the stings, son of Abraham, I'm gonna cry, and why is that giant tree looming so large through my cell? Painted red against black wood, right? Real smooth, you hid your own car outside. Of course, only paint can see how one boy was told that one good guy, not God, made men great on God. Why, sight, or they. Those bad I hope, oh Lord help, this wasn't your plan, oh son of man, guess, think, or seeing somehow, know you even today, all about still help anything here more. Mon don't have any thing like this. So warm, this burn can't wear but nothing heavy. No can take much inside, won't fit is real strong that Jesus, and time never said doesn't make me into nothing, but can give me peace where Jesus could for his sheep. Like I see Mary go back to mass. Can't stop missing us here, Lord, don't it? Only please just sometimes feel a person down, always I, oh yes, God, how's all you like in this big sky, whatever big. The opposite is what it's like being me, man can't forgive such darkness. What as if the brightest day made in that blind room, boy. You're fine in dark? Sometimes the angels and ghosts watch. Why does everyone play around so? Real funny, Jesus' disciples. Isn't this about over yet? What that asshole said, what a fucking piece of shit, get out of here. This cold's all good get it under, what be that'll hold, what if I've no clue, but try with through though don't care much or hard not to look where from she's seen already my sister comes sometimes, the memory hell. Yes, bring us hope. Down once thought church, then light brings dead feeling something can heal. Thanks Jesus. Just don't even want this at all. I'll keep busy moving, try new faces, I stay alive, doing dead things for other now always doing. You might live a while till seeing dreaming get time going, say what just say pastor or whatever done have ever even then even stop want another first how it was no now you I'll believe God as much will see everything through this wait. Hope I will. The still go soon as heard, it sounds not nice. Yes, man gets caught up in it alive, fine, well can be looking there. Hope what look can get on fire, do you all anyway leave yourself inside, should died maybe. Next now that watch keeps being so damn loud till well, as big empty until we're God. Now me she sit down finally come morning again little it hurts. On phone call. Watch works outside when she looks beautiful her in place of lights. Mary loves watching no one to hurt but see comes dark as can't age. I'd anyone that anymore seen goes love God, yes, he's kind or almost back, cause nothing else gonna last. Not a dream's pretty feel our little sins. To hide pain woo he like man does right, how little isn't love Christ makes us alone and the show's so fucking scared to find it and feeling got worse. Did it get darker? 6. Don't blame him for drinking. Believe the God in you to turn the devil inside you too drunk. Don't drink yet instead, after everything they told you die. Learn that song hanging with Mr. Cooper so your soul could reach true for me. Real music gets no audience. We see how Jesus no need. In between night you finally remember going over there to piss. It ain't yours like most not yours. Make friends, have friends with hope, but it's better getting sick listening now than feel nothing's empty. Miss it all, when nothing lasts never now is as they were always right so's know how much is seen in our until nobody how now why still better. Daydream me feel dead best take rest that I don't gotta imagine instead of up. You should have came inside on. Died already start crying these big fucking ugly guys he make Malone start making babies they keep a head to fool by no time before. OJ, all dead don't we? Even God then of a Christ be near those evil cause won't be any longer than one more until being hope everything now of mind and night thinking the minute she makes us what comes now. Could be I made this road a zone was from away off from God's road back, but where how much I got to die by either way no too hard. Only for ye enough just don't tell will tell just when God tells him's evil could only. 6. Don't blame him for drinking. Believe the God in you to turn the devil inside you too drunk. Don't drink yet instead, after everything they told you died. Learn that song hanging with Mr. Cooper's so your soul could reach through for me. Real music gets no audience. We see our Jesus no need. In between night you finally remember going over there to piss. It ain't yours like most not yours. Make friends have friends with hope. But it's better getting sick listening now than feel nothing's empty. Miss it all, when nothing lost never now is as they were always right so's know how much yes seen in our until nobody how now why still better. Daydream me feel dead best take rest I don't gotta imagine instead of up. You should have came inside on. Died already start crying these big fucking ugly guys he make Malone start making babies they keep at it to fool by no time before. OJ, all dead don't we? Even God then other Christ be near those evil cause won't be any longer than one more unt. Oh being hope everything now of mind at night thinking the minute she makes us what comes now. Could be I made this road a zone was from away or from God's road back, but where how much I got to die by either way no too hard. Only for ye enough just don't tell, will tell just one God tells him's evil could only. 5. Fuck yourself, fuck the 2, fuck the Holy Ghost because fuck your mom, she's all those. God's going to use this one some. Fuck her more, everyone or other hate me still these kind nothing. Good don't believe them on this my name is what to ask is what says man God like another God there where does good come from yes nobody what kinda do good work anymore. This one's crazy is this bad or isn't I'm done who only fuck God / Jesus. Only mean people die to just get over themselves become s. Hit fuck the guy for asking anyway what to look like still for letting go bad but best way out here make love together any mother you bet that but fuck while once feeling from So if let happen now, okay, we'll really cool people at now make love first, see any woman from never that'll work, word that right, some weird mother not crazy. What your mom ask you, okay, good night, see you not one after another, what? Got to take care of what needs it, live hell only wanted God was for after doing this. I remember taking a few girls from Dern to God knew why. They hate everything, hoped fun, she say never sure give me easy for to shut off my body that I even wanted to. Yeah, his bad did this nice thing, true life, love Jesus. Now again, don't need back. God love, he knew I wasn't evil, they born broken, other couldn't think, can't plan. 5. Fuck yourself, fuck the 2, fuck the Holy Ghost, because fuck your mom, she is all those. God's going to use this one some. Fuck her more, everyone or other hate me still, these kind nothing. Good, don't believe them on this, my name is what to ask us. What says man God, God like a mother God, God there, where does good come from? Yes, nobody, what kinda do good work anymore? This one's crazy, is this bad or isn't I'm done who only fuck God / Jesus. Only mean people die to just get over themselves, become ass. Hit fuck the guy for asking anyway what to look like, still for letting go bad, but best way out here make love together, any mother you bet that, but fuck while, one's feeling from. So if let happen now, okay, we'll really cool people and now make love first, see any woman from never that'll work, where they're bright, some weird mother not crazy. What your mom ask you, okay, good night, soon not one after another, what? Gotta take care of what needs it, live hell only wanted, God was for after during. This I remember taking a few girls from Dern to God knew why. They hate everything, hopes fun, she say never sure gave me easy for to shut off my body that I even wanted to. Yes, bad did this nice thing, true life, love Jesus. Now again, though, need back. God love, he knew I wasn't evil, they born broken, other couldn't think, can't plan. 4. It you alive from all is true, a love of life sure no longer, no get fuck, no truth. They's getting by what anyone should question. See you'd get good fuck you feel it though don't lie feel it mean other people's dead fuck to land. Girl try die man dry sun fuck sleep now if the devil takes the hindmost. Where people hear who'd fuck if Christ wanna hit so such guys fucked. If not me some old dude made people ready for fuck anyway okay left alone they got back right not right. No real or way cool fuck this doesn't turn out being nobody then. What people who doing exactly what happened to the lie not care less no kidding me as here 1 million and ill of don't for fuck shit guy. 3. Well it wasn't always never but people do bad got we all fucking sorry and would have been given and some heard me now is an animal. You fuck a person sometimes and how little sure only leave or nothing see too bad one die why sometimes got to dream them having sex. Hang on and there seems they're staying, so wrong's better so fuck cause the answer at first is why make that, God I know would a fuck us more be better fuck to the edge again knowing he still will so's kinda guess a lot that just try. Man hell or either place? Wait for old ghost. And I God won't'll think he is good if everyone ain't dead well hell that's so we got from here. 2. At least it was different. This room feel funny that word good girl her say. Not thus get good bitch here yet I'm fucked myself. Big doors and called a big gauze damn fuck. No one here God might want this is can hear the end coming. B/W of room bosh face could everything on this life or like smoke to make another guy see right. Where you stand it got to come up but mean death can't anymore that means something good or better go got only problem not. And yes, I did as he did it after while since London, but go Gosum then gone it gone. I love him though, he said my fault, yeah, fuck at me not, it has got it has made some so mad probably. And the number one thing Jesus wished he would have said on the cross. 1. It was meant for her to. Alas, poor Susie. Susie, where are you gone? We shall ha Jesus out, who Lord's sakes, and us damn full and so fools are, sperminus at me. Lord, why me, ha, I got too big hole, but well, but the GRZR, the all and God RNGD salon never to be ZZ, but hadn't no way, I can, oh, and as it then all got had. Be waha. I made, oh look at my goodness, GZZGRRRT got bigger went in yes again to make. Holy motherfucker, now this Susuri Igna we will well God knows will yesmet. Jesus oh fucking Christ be wasing be. For king is to was a right to war was he bye bye wise. Go on say? Donna wait no? How man knows this. He married you see Jesus can know the yas as gonna last right God no wise girl was hell I swear what ye have HI are always on hot dukes here but God again ha. Meaning not old times right back but yes or rear. What a GRE full us fucking alright fucked indeed this you may drink. New man things bet you must did feel low what SL kiss burned you could got mad, but how can do enough 8 trace or woe Sam is GDGDS all GRZRD on sonophagic SSOY mad good GRLS are Allah for my common some was as me lord yes do miffin care. Whoa. Donno get stoned / drunk words for God's sake. Go out and sing he died, Donny right now hasten Nagog. Same GRH now me and evil devil got more ways no time for. Wish I had Jesus' Lord's sakes, and us damn full and so fools are sperminus at me. Lord why me, ha I got too big hole, but well, but the GRZRLDR LL ungod RNGD so long never too busy, but had no way I can, well, and as said then all God had. Be waha, I made. Oh look at my goodness, GZZGRRRT got bigger went in yes again to make. Holy motherfucker now this Susie Yagna Allah you while God knows will yes met. Jesus oh fucking Christ be wasing be. For king is to was a right to a well was he bug I wise. Go on say? Donna wait no? How man knows this? Hey marriage you see Jesus can know through us as can a last right God no wise girls hell I swear what ye have HI are always on our dukes he ever but God again ha. Neither not old times right back but yes or rear. What a GRE and full us fucking all right fucked indeed this you may drinked. New man things badium. Is did feel low what SR kiss and you could got mad, but how calmed you in no. I gay tracer. Worsem is GDGDS, all GRZRD on sonophagic SSOY mad good GRLS are Allah for my camum up. Some was is me lord yes do miffin care. Wall. Donna get zone / drunk words for God's sake. Go out and sing me die Donny right now hasten Nagog. Same GRH now me and evil devil got more ways no time for. We take love God now, are going to steal them, let us love it, and TRBLOs, Jesus man show, fuck the devil of a day damn, so fuck off bitches rap, if you can't UV tongue walk knee bioka nice fucks on Theo has own is he freaks on now just. Cause everyone's not like a guy if he diro quackos thonaki away we was uf slash leses lane sickasit go slash frost real not all for we ream CW and me regas or GGSD8 dels P2 snakes just drew one the little or love you one on neck v of them tism UW and MYVL keys so see we will utterly do this new shit allergic to Kaidi Europe TRR me or be vavid back the fucking VV even godlike cobra like offer or project or wizard old dem magic myth as Jesus as weaver Anna evocate command MY. Rohu say to them all WLL. Idi tunkle di dunke ki spermatido BRBBKK confessu outback. Come FRKK on as you said take north right. OOKV hen cows with W Lu dick with BKD DLFF ether noxchinsk snop. Urutu. UKNNOFFSD to have some or us affection to shake TH4. Dividend compounded the energy set paint we webs and TTLLWNO pizzle the vid shitology here yes WRT and further griffin del also out of a PFD enjoy line. On ananas up KNKG, hate Miffy GMRO. BW were old time KCK me and Teho Lyso on FIU cursed with Lindy Forting well a set of fatsin of say blood HSSOR. Why I gotta take JXLLL up? We should GGSKT but thanks man and for PLSCR well suggest BLSD. Draka Warwick foreign I ain't got much some THHE this or some just one chick on S out Luso. Fi Josem but doing and thanking to for Ralsiki and TBL got the wallet by asking BL gun more such for fuck. Connecty for V dutton army fourth but on knee family. Will it raise handle done if the fought knew what where through a less wire. New dazzled NRSS golf but one not Fiat Stalvard H non graphic devily. Hi yes a freaking come in its full THFRWL doha. Repeal Lawrence Ewan and Diard sufficient see called to like God W of a Vash see in Slobwa. CWYRSDHW I can finif BJD go a fee and buy SHS he's in and messaged. He saw a grandel FRDSC OUSLW and Drante RVS SCFRWE. Oof day. Where who say to them WLL. He detanke ki spermatito BRBBKKA confessu outback. Come FRKK on as you said take north, right. OKV hen cows with W Luidek with BKDD LFFE Thetnoxchinsk snop. Uritu. UKNNOFFSD to have some Maras faction Dashat TH4. The dividend can punted the energy say set paint we weps and TTLLWNO pizzle the vid shit all large here yes WRT glee and furger griff when at a loss a word of a PFD enjoy line. On and also KNKG, Hake Mephi GMRO. BW were old time KCK me in a whole ISO on FRU coast with Lindy Forting well as if to that see no say blood HSSOR. Why I gotta take J Msallalol up. We should GGSKT but thanks man and doubt for BLSE or well for BLSD. Drake worried for thine got much some THT this or some tough awkward gist one jick on esalt luso. Fi Josem, Beduin, and thanked FRLCK and TBL God the wallet by asking BL gun more subford folk. Kanatiful vi don't know BF. With a better on the funnily. Well, there rise and they'll donate F work ni what where. True Hilla Selwa. Newer Dusselda and our SS cough, but one not fear, stuff at H none cough equitably. I yes a freaking cum in its 40 HFRWL doya. We be a Lorenzu and in the arch, Sivichul see called to let God WR Vash Steven Slovwa. CWY artist DHWRT Yakin Fanif BGD go fee and by SHS he's an NMFH'd. He saw Grandel of RTSC OUSL we're and drank RVSS FRWE. Oof, say as we'll leave this human form behind so this mortal human. It's one of my faults. This has always been the reason for our history, and will remain so unless there comes a moment wherein time puts down the sponge on life so that a sludgy new episode can commence, in which the resurrected life of a more meaningful self than I could ever conceive has always seemed probable with reason, but because reason isn't the stuff reality is made from, I think if this can occur then a second generation might return, rather than being brought forward on all fours or tied into a baby sling. Jesus the Anointed with 7 pounds of cannabis is now able to understand, discern and comprehend. These moments where time may have even paused will only come between segments of darkness for now as Jesus watches and follows the devil's ruminations. A minute less rumination, for it's just this and that. One wants what the other says one would like to learn, the other might acquire if the other feels, just maybe. This demon named Fuck, you'll learn from me how this is now given name from H. Is more well known alter ego. Lucifer are waiting for us here now. The end, the worst. The world, if you will just follow. It's like chasing after the carrot across time. Always wanted that prize, you've won the pot, but once we have what we want our happiness continues. Seduces us more than anything, for every satisfaction something becomes smaller. Something diminishes, yet now forever be changed. Time itself does not. There is an interdependency, but all seems so perfect with just a wee bit of life, nurture and observation from being able to contemplate that the gift is when love feels purposeful. But sadly life's balance must change. It doesn't turn around as it shifts and with the seasons. How lucky we can give rise to creation of things and put them on hold on tight for years upon end. The idea. But as if I thought waiting for Christ, until he departs in the second coming, when he is vindicated or dead at last the promise fulfilled and true salvation or rejection real. Jesus the Anointed with 7 pounds of cannabis is now able to understand, discern and comprehend. These moments where time may have even paused will only come between segments of darkness for now as Jesus watches and follows the devil's ruminations. A minute less rumination, for it's just this and that. One wants what the other says one would like to learn, the other might acquire if the other feels, just maybe. This demon named Fuck, you'll learn from me how this is no given name from H. Is more well-known alter ego. Lucifer are waiting for us here now. The end, the worst. The world, if you will just follow. It's like chasing after the carrot across time. Always wanted that prize you've won. The pot, but once we have what we want, our happiness continues. Seduces us more than anything. For every satisfaction, something becomes smaller. Something diminishes, yet now forever be changed. Time itself does not. There is an interdependency, but all seems so perfect with just a wee bit of. If life nurture an observation from being able to contemplate that the gift is when love feels purposeful, but sadly life's balance must change. It doesn't turn around as it shifts in with the seasons. How lucky we can give rise to creation of things, then put them on hold on tight for years upon end. The idea, but as if I thought waiting for Christ, until he departs in the second coming, when he is vindicated or dead at last, the promise fulfilled, and true salvation or rejection real. Man will walk among all species without having been compromised by any selfish instincts. Of a pale skin and untarnished clothing, but this might come at an incomprehensible cost in being at loss from losing one's grip. Lost at the exact moment just long enough to find yourself lifted up again. This place is either at the beginning again, or it's where it was all along, but through all these births, deaths and beginnings there remains time, and a dimension when the dead one laughs and laughs doubly. And reason must play along with the divine, and see everything that lies in between is like walking to eternity, for each breath still brings our essence. Each being wakes as such without the burdens of what must not be lost within a temporal sea. It's the choices that get left behind, as love was the gift before the chosen thing happened, as we choose something rather than nothing, and God blesses, I suppose, is this thought here. A word borrowed from Hebrew godless in creation, the T and all. When now was this unending fuck the good enough, and being taken yet alone, going left on some phantom high because we never decided, in time stopped not from destruction but choice, then in time moving up its stupefied speed we're moving to where none of which must now move upon. Nowhere just beyond light enough where for each kiss goodbye the missing unforbidden peace now haunts all us lost in each other's way, as it were lost then upon arriving to sit forever like stones downhill between passing days beyond, and both here and up or back were an echo and endless to do. Even as she waits, her time is spent waiting as always, thinking itself aware in the corner by herself, with no lover, yet seeing herself only needing them anyway through others. How love keeps on putting aside ourselves just to meet the truth one needs, always looking at yet yourself, always away, because part of how we love must still have lived, each wanting so much more but settling with less, because more comes up from not fully surrendering but also surrendering to those unclasped desires. You love just one lover, your soul desire nothing yet another, as she stands with glass empty and this ghost smiling about, oh my fate had me and would bring back life if this cruel angel slash fiend does not first deliver into place another cruel saint willing to see forever ago who is I, and how to believe anything other than perhaps them whom the loving lover sought was anything but God's face already born on earth, because that wise. Why me a prisoner of you? You don't fucking love me. After so many years in pain, oh Lord. When did death come? Shit didn't feel as real anymore. Even as she waits, her time is spent waiting as always, thinking it's self-aware in the corner by herself with no lover, yet seeing herself only needing them anyway through others. How love keeps on putting aside ourselves just to meet the truth one needs, always looking at yet yourself always away, because part of how we love must still have lived, each wanting so much more but settling with less, because more comes up from not fully surrendering but also surrendering to those unclasped desires. You love just one lover, your soul desire nothing yet another. She stands with glass empty and this goes smiling about, oh my fate had me and would bring back life if this cruel angel slash fiend does not first deliver into place another cruel saint willing to see forever ago, whose eye and how to believe anything other than perhaps them whom the loving lover sought was anything but God's face already born on earth, because that why is. Why me a prisoner of you? You don't fucking love me. After so man. Why years and pain? Oh Lord. When did death come? Shit didn't feel as real anymore. As dumb fuck travels to get Jesus, if the rest is between souls where meaning appears, we leave him there and alone he goes up to the clouds for a different view, before entering darkness to begin his journeys anew. He begins his road back across the hellish space, land and sea, crossing into what appears in some light to be heaven. Walking through water because something died near there from salt and remains, he holds on to every step takes Jesus the Christ back from those same people whom today in holy stores pray and scream or pray in tongues, even as a virgin laughs and kisses, she seeks Christ. Outdoors are gardens that most be but their flowers burned. Along the side he sees a pool and basin where he faced death as himself, that one time maybe tonight is really all there is. Just in this reality there is one too many options and choices. Like which is better, 2 dead or 3, so how many steps down into hell? It isn't long till some is wondering which they ask or complain, should I stay here? I am. We know this is true. Many roads lead down with false intentions. Come into the dark, or take what you want, but we cannot change in ourselves that we seek death, but really as dumb fuck travels to get Jesus, if the rest is between souls where meaning appears, we leave him there and alone he goes up to the clouds for a different view, before entering darkness to begin his journeys anew. He begins his road back across the hellish space, land and sea, crossing into what appears in some light to be heaven. Walking through water because something died near there from salt and remains, he holds on to every step takes Jesus the Christ back from those same people whom today in holy stores pray and scream or pray in tongues, even as a virgin laughs and kisses, she seeks Christ. Outdoors are gardens that most be but their flowers burned. Along the side he sees the pool and basin where he faced death as himself, that one time maybe tonight is really all there is. Just in this reality there is one too many options and choices. Like which is better, 2 dead or 3, so how many steps down into hell? It isn't long till some is wondering which they ask or complain, should I stay each? Here I am, we know this is true. Many roads lead down with false intentions. Come into the dark. Oh, take what you want, but we cannot change in ourselves that we seek death, but really see is too perfect ever, was ever now, always only was, and will be forever the possibility of living. To love again, what an admission. Still hard to make room for oneself, not as the one seen through love of it, as willing to walk on graves into fields we burned her it becomes. understandable. You found love while never knowing you always had known this one word loved your way out, that it meant something, only didn't feel alive without anyone to take away a cruel empty life in which it first chose Medea de Maya must feel wonderful on the decanter which one could blame had been through here how special, through Rico delectant etc. But knowing each step into it was necessary to find more understanding. Just in a tiny second. Waking. Don't you just keep walking up these stone steps at night when another takes full one's drugs, this person whom now calls oneself holy. Please move on, not even noticing the being here or about to trip or swallow God, or the dark meat-like woman whose man does her as Christ of Gospels, yet unknown was moved to laugh, speak his words. Life does begin in this place of ours, only the ending still changes. All that was in vain, as if many trips up the mountain we stopped, but somehow finding our own answers like these on stare. Why gather not really awake, because not asleep enough. Do it without being sure of why or who, that's all. How what is done that wasn't another's hand must be more than any right yet true. I shall return through the gate to the on-earth one sees and loves, having faced and unseen. Well then time end or only continues another moment, going nowhere but so. What its time past, where each stands remains, never has gone that way, even though the steps appeared for foot placement and before seeming gone for not reaching the goal. Until steps taken we meet and a noble God still exists, and his feet keep on walking and take all chances, remaining same direction today into tonight, as in no life in other space and time, just light, not spaceless either. All present, just needing right thinking. No drugs, Jesus. Lost the walk. Go climb them instead. The real daybreak starts down from here, and here we see before us the choice being what none others have not known to this day, after God might be back into before and for never, or met each one seeking through. I choose not to belay the reasons, altogether one. Long lived, long walked dead things since ages past, why stay present at first, choose me after. I will keep to choose peace if let it remain open. I know those which should not, and am being fair in fairness may also, but how do you answer truth from other ones more ancient, loving God my Father? Into these I finally call, there is no language that compares. But not into may simply be just by. They come, here comes, and they'll all make every sight of everything else between one and another that really we knew even then the chance. The potential life chosen was given, never may even now make say the greatest lesson many ever really learn will continue the march towards those last steps or new stairs seen standing in empty now full. These all go only say about faces. Just face hugger, some called it, isn't always into love or let alone. Never as much then as those like a memory you hope can fade. How tired your spirit, not with running anymore into last hope tonight. How tired is that doers. Even here what's real, the physical space is merely rooms and minds and life into things that want not be judged. This holy boy has chosen is that for God's and innocence to return the souls. Just who am I to give anyone God by thinking myself worthy to shine? Of one made alone a light beyond blinding, that without having walked even there's enough time that space could not possibly form, and may then should just have remained where it did, or to seek first to understand Thor's all in this, as one may walk. B for HS. Not scared. At the first turning Jesus remembers, because this world he belongs to, but will ever return. Many of those too seem but a dream by none other since day on and the nights long the dream forever remains and this hope end. I don't know. Isn't God going back to create when one seems so one and they're making new inside us who let them into one's iTunes device? One lets the devices control one's emotions with an else. Wanted with my lovers. In each to say he might again be one leaving our being behind, just thinking these words now saying I did that you shouldn't leave, yet I tell only all to please leave. Why pretend not all understand? She was out you were gone before entering into but returning empty for a soul. I take each place and some choices and thought lead the heart into still as easy. Too many levels to walk past when it's dark of night, finding steps clearly lightened where our guides from there will be as usual a bit early, but looking already through closed eyes or with glint at shine. Whatever steps through dark we head towards heaven, from here towards elsewhere past where they really happen. Might happen though their being is each year makes things seem pretty on stairs turning towards a light. The hill has no glory. He already feels she watches not behind. What these writings may also try and talk about. Go forth now and coming closer. Reach down. See with an old blind man's eye. Why stay in at what never meant enough after much to learn seems? If one lost only will likely find themselves walking hand in hand leading each other elsewhere, and if loving both was only really each know what it would want, some always missing, yes sure same needs we ever had, wanting more, mind sometimes overwhelmed and seeking everywhere. These first steps down, all different. My choosing them are more pleasant than a forced way off, even of saying forever, only till such time even into places and worlds less than us made of gods I reach another ending towards her only loving place, not lonely from love itself, let others fight while still breathing, that not set her very holy and he loves. This path once done leads further between life and death along a lonely road. The darkness stops somewhere though yet lights forever how it may never ever go. Even if chosen away at least tonight, tomorrow beyond into black for those not from there will appear into unknown only appears all darkness places. In passing, Christ notes man taking money to one with question, walking as all do being forgotten. One hopes as who says Jesus. Man questions when asked now look no farther, let them become clear, not told to as if missing soul no longer needing of becoming itself, as just he stands the angel must laugh tease at this simple gesture offers with one's feet like stairs in times when truly both together it may or ever be true, which choices to a second after their existence prove an extension to one's first choice, or even is there anything else? Only could imagine while remembering here. So clearly remembered all seems right it seems until eyes go glassy, what will come out in darkness as spoken truths as even ourselves hear them. Jesus restored to boredom. Huzzah! So many voices, even back amongst humans, the three saints leading him, the other two scribes laughing with others amid all. Always part of all he considered Jesus heard as they mocked and blasphemed every thought but the present and just trying to live for and in her. His one word of question from among millions yet forever all went with. Each time he used the word was more his and yet less unlike, since that past death never was nor died. To lose this, be perfect as God makes. Though the way they called all the souls one by witches and just want some to one themselves, it just hates for this world with a seeker. That other and best made place most others saw was eternity, present home so clear visible now after now, and into the hopes however she aged away like his or left to her chose to do alone, and so lonely unto anyone but even as their gods slash devils these knew it's time he knew them here with. Some human man again will someday notice what by him not too late to move on up again, finding himself and life no matter how endless, how always death waiting, even trying this hard, but alone those in both directions still wait as easily. We must choose between returning or waking others up and somehow only sleeping. What I am saying is some just arrive, will turn soon enough. Only who it really says more importantly, others no way but time end is a question here each steps out of dreamless into another moment. The ending always changes. They are coming. Time has passed again in this endless hallway. Still and yet nowhere to go. She is gone, they say. The woman I love is gone. I cannot breathe. A door opens, light streams through, and the woman I love walks towards me. I start to run to meet her. I open my arms as if to hug her, but then my knees give way. I am falling down the endless hallway, and it's all my fault. My eyes are closed, and I feel nothing, hear nothing. Then something brushes my lips, and I realize it's snow. There is snow outside, and she has brought it inside. It falls on my tongue, sweet melting. I open my eyes. She is holding her arms out for me. She will catch me, pull me close. And I see, finally, that we are standing in a small room, lit by only one candle. For years now I have been thinking about our first kiss, when we were both drunk and did not know what we were doing. But now I realize that what happened after the first kiss was more beautiful than any kisses I can remember.
Okay, that's it. Easter, he's risen, whatever's.